It's a good feeling to be able to home cook for your family rather than just, a box of macaroni and cheese or hot dogs. So we usually do 1 ground beef or ground turkey, depending. And then I do 3 diced tomatoes, 1 tomato sauce, and then 1 each of dark, light kidney beans, and black beans.
Often we'll do potluck dinners between each other to kind of stretch our resources a little bit.
So I like to stretch it out so we have leftovers. Thank you. I worked for Kmart for a long time. It was like 12 years. At the beginning of the year, they let all the full-timers go. And I was pregnant at the time. No one wants to hire a pregnant woman who's gonna be going out on maternity leave. Went on unemployment, which was great, and then all of a sudden, unemployment dies down. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this.
I think the biggest misconception is that hunger is for other people. Someone who's starving or homeless or a distended belly. It looks just like you and me, and it could be your next door neighbor or someone who goes to your church or even a member of your own family that's struggling with food insecurity or hunger.
I'd say that the vast majority of the people come here are the working poor. They have 1, sometimes 2 jobs, but they just can't make ends meet. They're just not earning enough.
They have to make tough choices between buying food or paying for bills, transportation, utilities, medical costs, and they just don't have enough money to pay for food, to put food on the table for their families.
Sometimes you have to borrow money from family to be able to pay for the kids' medicine if it comes down to it.
Hunger exists in every county across every state of the United States, and her story is everyone's story.
Making sure my kids have the stuff that they need, food-wise, I think besides rent and electricity is the most important thing to me. Going to McDonald's for our big meals now, it's the dollar menu. You can't get salads because those are like $5, $6 a pop.
88% of them purchase inexpensive, not healthy food because it allows them to have enough food on the table for their families.
What you can afford on a lower income is saturated fat, high calories, and really not something you want to be putting into your body or your kid's body.
Well, look at this.
No. My good friend Jessica, she had been using Faith in Action for a little bit before us, and she told us about it.
I became unemployed myself. When Kate had informed me that she was unemployed, I encouraged her to check out Faith in Action and to get over that stigma, that asking for help and swallowing your pride and feeling embarrassed and all the things that come along with that. And your first reaction is, I can make this work somehow, some way, without going down that route.
I dreaded it. I dreaded going in to try it out. I was very self-conscious that someone would see me pulling into Faith in Action that I knew, and either Caitlin would be ostracized for it at school, or there would be something would happen, something would be said.
There was times that I would hide my cell phone, but my cell phone was given to me.
95% of what we have was stuff that we had before, and then the other 5% was Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or you save for.
I think her story is common in that people do feel torn about asking for assistance, but that's why it's so important to do the work that we do with our partner agencies to make people feel welcome and accepted.
This is living lettuce.
Living lettuce.
It's organic because it has the bottom.
We have about 50 volunteers in Chelsea each week that cycle through to make it work. 6, 8 volunteers here every Wednesday.
So 5 total and then any 3 shelves. Okay.
They are amazing. They have the capacity, so much capacity for love. And every time you go in, they have a smile on their face.
When they told me I'd be getting 1 order, I thought it would be like half of what we've actually gotten.
I was very surprised. I did not expect a food bank to have the availability that they have. Milk, eggs, butter, breads.
Some of those items on a grocery bill that might be a little more expensive, we're making sure that they have access to those items.
I could never be able to afford to buy the stuff that I get from there just on our budget. Like I have a closet upstairs that I turned into our little pantry section.
We distribute 6 million pounds of food annually here at Food Gatherers. We want 2/3 of it to be fresh produce or protein. And we save it from going to landfills, and we provide it to families in need or who are struggling with hunger.
You know, we try to do an outing every quarter with our organization, and we try to do maybe 1 or 2 that are community-based or something where we're doing some kind of service.
We can't do this work alone. 6 million pounds of food to 44,000 people is a big job.
Primarily going through some of the pallets and boxes to find expiration dates. Then we just sort it, so when they go to distribute it, it's a much faster process.
They really make our mission possible.
It is scary, but you need to realize that you're important too. I have to feed my family. I have to be able to provide for them.
What does that experience look like from someone who's not food insecure to someone who is? And that's why we're so proud to be able to see Kate succeed and get the resources that she needs through our partner, Faith in Action.
It's okay to ask for help, and I can certainly come with you to show you that it's okay to ask for help. And just because you need help right now does not mean you need help forever. It's just right now.
If she wants to improve her own health and her family's health, that she has access to fresh fruits and vegetables so that she can do that as well as anybody else.
There is nothing that you ever need to feel embarrassed about. You do what you need to do to feed your family, to be able to survive. It is amazing to know that people care that much about other people. We appreciate it, we really do. In the end, what people think about you is not the most important thing. It's not gonna matter in the end.